Hello and welcome to Perfect Opacity. Today you're going to learn how to change the background of an image. Once you've loaded your image, we're going to double click to unlock this layer, and then I want to change the position of the gentleman on the foreground. So what I'll do, I'll come to edit, transform, and then I'll do a flip, a horizontal flip like that. Next, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add the background that I want to insert in this image. So I'll come to my documents where I've done my download, and I'll drag it there. So what I'll do, I'm going to resize at least for it to fit like that. So next, what I'm going to do is that we're going to rename the layers. So the initial layer, the gentleman, you're going to call it let's call it businessman. And then the layer we've just added, you're going to call it the background. So you're going to drag the businessman layer to be on top of the background. And then from there, we want to create our selections and remove the background. So with the businessman layer highlighted, we're going to come over to select, and then go to select and mask. You're going to open this window. So what you do is that you can see that we are only seeing the background layer. We can't see the businessman layer. Now you just need to come to transparency, and you can reduce, and as you can see, the businessman layer is visible. So you can just put it around 40 or 50, and that's okay for the transparency. Now what you're going to do is that you're going to select the subject, this one. So just come over here where you have select subject, and that the AI is going to do the selection. And as you can see that the subject matter has been selected, but the background, or rather the initial background, is no longer visible. So you readjust the transparency all the way to 100, and then we want to see how well or how refined our selection is. So what you do, first come to the view, and you're going to work with the black and white selection. With the black and white selection, we can just examine the edges and see how the selection has been done. I believe that this area is not quite refined. So what you do is that you're going to scroll down, here we have the global refinements, and I'm going to smoothen out this region. You can see it has smoothened out. I can adjust the feathers. Now again, these settings you adjust according to your liking, and it also depends on the image and how you want to have it selected, and I believe I'm comfortable with that. So I just scroll up and go back to onion skin, and I like what I see. So and then I validate by saying okay. Perfect. So we have our image, we have our background. Now one more thing, when you're doing the background replacement, you need to ensure that the perspective comes out clear, because again, you don't want your image to appear disproportionate. So I'm going to readjust the size of the foreground image, or rather the businessman on the businessman layer. So I hit Control T, and I want to reduce the size of this gentleman for it to, I'm assuming if he was standing next to these stairs, probably that will be his height. I think that one is more realistic. Okay, so having done that and being confident of the outlook and the resizing, I believe I can just enlarge a bit. I think that's okay. Now we want to adjust the color of this businessman layer for it to blend in with the background, because again these images were taken at different times using different cameras, different lighting settings, and so on and so forth. So you just need to make sure that all the colors blend in, and that's what we're going to do. So what you do is that come to the new adjustment layer, and then you're going to click levels. So under the levels, we're going to play around with the settings. But now if you notice, the adjustments are affecting the entire image, and we only want to adjust the image of the gentleman on the foreground. So what you do is that come over to this icon over here, and then you click on it. Once you click on it, whatever adjustments you're going to make, they're going to only affect this gentleman. So come back to levels adjustment, and you can see if I make any adjustment, it's just affecting the gentleman. So that one is too bright, so I just need to reduce a bit. And I think that's okay. Finally, you realize that these two images, the background and the image on the foreground, we need to create to do global adjustment, and we can do this by changing the noise and also the color tones. Now to do that, we're going to come to the new adjustment layer again, and we're going to click color lookup, and then under 3D LUT, this area, you're going to select any of these settings that we feel that are blending in with our image. You see, like there, I've clicked the first one. That's how it blends in, and I can also use the up and down keys on your keyboard to scroll through various settings, or rather you can just come and click one by one, but I think that's tedious. I just need to use the up and down arrows, and you can see how the colors, the lighting, the global settings, they blend in. Now this one will affect all the layers, so you just need to scroll through until you have the blend settings that you feel are okay with you. I think I like those settings. So there you are. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to give us more motivation to make more of such videos, so that we can help you out in any issue that you may have with Photoshop. Thank you very much, and thank you so much for watching.